This Let's Play was supported by these awesome hobby companies.
Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Forge of Destiny. I am here with Pavel from New Destiny Games, and today we're going to be running you through the basics of how you're going to play this game. So, Pavel, welcome to the show. How do we begin?
Thank you very much. Good day everyone. I'm happy to present the game to you once again. So today we will have a quick playthrough with a basic elimination scenario, just so they could get a feel of game mechanics. We'll start with deployment and we'll then proceed with the basic game, how it goes. Usually during playtests, when the players were familiar with the rules, the game took between 30 to 45 minutes or maybe to an hour. Because the game is fast, everything has one wound, everybody dies really fast, so maybe you'll see this today.
So basically be prepared for one of my epic tactical blunders.
So what we have here now is the playing field, the battlefield. And one of the interesting aspects of the game is that the battlefield is randomly generated each game. So now we'll start with the deployment, so let's roll some dice.
Okay, so a 1 for me.
Okay, so 6 for you. So you get to either be the first to place a gaming grid and receive a free movement for each of your unit in the beginning of the game, or choose the part of the battlefield. So it's your choice.
I think I will deploy the battlefield first and go first.
Okay, sure. Go on.
Because I think that'll give me the best tactical advantage, because I don't want you stealing a move on me. So, I take the first tile, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
So they were reshuffled a bit before the game, and nobody knows what tile exactly is on the opposite side.
And so we have this. So.
Yep. So I believe for this game we should connect it with the organizer here.
Okay.
Okay. So
now I get to rotate this whichever way I want, don't I?
Of course.
I think I want to put some high terrain in the middle. So one thing you'll notice on this, everybody, is that the board is actually marked out to actually show the heights, the cover you have, and that's
actually you can contain some other information like hazardous locations. And here it is another little touch. This is the organizer.
So we have the organizer down the back of the board
yes,
here.
which reflects weather conditions, communication conditions, and gives some additional space for placing activation decks, order cards, etc. So now it's my turn to place the second tile, and since my army is more melee-centric today, I'll place some more cover right in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, so each second tile must be placed adjacent to the other tile, not diagonally, but vertically or horizontally.
So it's orthogonal movement. So I'll take this. Let's see, what do we have here? Ooh, very open, with some...
little ravine, cover. A little hill, and some cover there.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to place it this way, down this end of the board, because it gives some open ground. Then around this way, you have a little square of cover here, here, and here, but it's leaving a nice kill zone for me.
Okay, that's why I'm unlikely to deploy there. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so this gives me additional cover. This gives me additional, because I will get to choose the side of the battlefield, right? Okay.
Okay, so here, whoa, lots of cover.
And lots of dangerous terrain, by the way. There is an indication that the place is dangerous, and units that enter these swamps are actually prone to just get killed immediately.
Okay, I'm going to put this over here.
Why not?
Give it to your deployment zone, so you might be forced to deploy into it.
Because I may choose the other side.
True.
Okay.
I hope you don't. I have to kind of control it from here.
Okay, so I have some mountains here, some heights. I don't want to give you many heights. So, because being on a higher elevation has some tactical advantages to it.
I like the fact that the game has already pretty much begun, because we're now thinking about what we want and where. Ooh, lots of cover here. And some decent height. I think I'll put it this way. So
why not?
I have it down this end of the board. So that'll give me some cover and height here.
Okay. Why not? And I will also try to place this here, so in case you need to deploy in the middle, you'll be stuck in a situation when you won't be able to move without spending a lot of movement orders.
And then the last one.
Yep.
Ooh, hello. This has a lot of high ground to it.
I don't like it.
I think I will place it this way.
And I just need to get an understanding of what I will deploy. Okay, so today we'll play with weather conditions.
Okay.
Let's roll for weather and see how's the weather like today.
5.
And we get 2, so the result is 7. It's actually clear. So we have clear communication conditions. There are communication conditions and weather conditions. Communications are fine, so there is no impact on the game so far. There will be a second roll, and maybe something will go wrong. Because during playtests, all various kinds of things went wrong. It was fun, actually. Not for those who suffered more from that, of course.
Okay.
Okay, so now we get to decide how we deploy for this elimination mission. Basically, there are 2 options. Either we get deployed in the corners or in the middle of the middle grid. These are called grids. The small ones are called squares.
Yep.
So now I need to choose the side, and obviously I need to choose carefully. But I'll choose this one because I'm too lazy to move around. So
how often does that happen in your games, everybody? Where it's just like, oh, I can't be arsed moving my foot.
Actually, in this game, it's very important to be good and to be smart with deployment, because a smart opponent, like in this case, you'll likely make full use of your free move. But
well, for me, it was actually looking at whenever we were laying these out was the important bit for me, because I've given you a deployment zone. I've tried to force your deployment by putting the tiles there early. Now, it does mean that I'm getting random stuff into mine, but I think that's okay.
And for myself, while I do have some hazardous tile here, I have a lot of full cover here. I have some hills here. So even if you take your move actions to bring yourself to higher elevations, I'll be able to at least claim some cover and just protect my guys from your fire.
And as you're moving through here, there's enough cover in the middle of the field.
Exactly, to at least, I won't be able to hide in the ravines because there are a lot of +1s, +2s, but I'll get some cover anyway, so I hope some of my guys get closer and eat some of your guys. Okay, so now we get to choose what is the form of our deployment zones.
Yes.
So yeah, another roll.
A 4.
A 4 and a 6. So we get to deploy at the 8 squares in the middle of the field. So you get actually to lose all the possibilities that you had of castling at that place over here.
Nice high zone.
So that's yet another random thing, but even before the game starts. So it's first choosing the part of the board, choosing the board itself, then choosing the part of the board, and then basically understanding that the whole plan of castling there and playing like a stand and shoot gun line army is not actually working now, because you have to deploy here, which, while from the same time it protects you from people trying to charge you, because there are a lot of ravines and they will need to spend a lot of movement orders to get to you. But in the same times, I have units which do not actually require moving, because they can move on your underground.
Well, it means that it's good that I'm going first, because having to deploy all of my stuff in one grid is not going to be fun, because you have a big worm there that's going to come up under the ground and go...
Exactly, and you'll need to place everything close, and even if I miss with my deployment, with my emerging of the worm from under the ground, it deploys randomly in some neighboring quarter, there's still a chance that it will deploy below something and eat it, so it's good. Okay, so we start deploying our armies. They deploy starting with a higher initiative and then descending to lower initiative. So I have 10. Do I have a 10?
9?
No, I have a 10. So I place my priest here. And he goes into full cover here.
Okay. I think I'll have to go with my sheriff.
Yep.
I'm going to put him on some high ground in some cover. And actually full cover.
Also, for the purpose of this game, we already have predetermined abilities and upgrades for units, because there are a lot of options. Children of the Dragon can choose different strains of mutations. Falcon gunners can choose various types of equipment, which could be either passive buffs, active buffs, passives like armor boosts, characteristics boosts, active buffs like grenades or tactics. And all these things are really an interesting part of army building, because there is no points, there are slots, and basically in the game at hand, each of us has, and I believe we should mark it, has 4 rerolls, because in each army, in each army, there are 4 slots for units. Only 3 are occupied for each army, meaning there's 1 slot for unit left. And there is 1 upgrade slot which is unfilled for the army as well, bringing us to 4 rerolls, which could be used at any point of the game. They are not replenished, but you have 4 rerolls. And that's very important, because your HQ models have 1 wound. So this should be kept just in cases when your warlord gets bullet to the face. And in my case, they got bullets to the face, kinetic blast to the face, axes to the face, rifle buttstocks to the face. It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 10 is deployed. Next is
so
I have a 6.
number 9 is deployed. I have a 7.
Yep.
So
Go on.
I will deploy someone else here.
Yep.
So this unit I'm going to put here because I've actually given them the blast pack and +1 toughness.
So they're like your field grenadiers.
Yeah, and I deliberately gave them the +1 toughness because your guys are going to have to get a little bit closer if I'm going to start lobbing grenades at them.
Okay, and the good thing is that grenades do not require a 2-hit roll. And since these guys are not the best, they're good at shooting, they're really good, but they're not the best. And basically this
Yeah, but if I can take a roll out, why not?
Okay, so I'm next up.
Yeah, well, next up is a 6 for me.
And a 6 for me, but since you were the first to place a grid,
Yeah.
you are the first to deploy, so come on, go on.
All right, so I put another one down now?
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to be my sharpshooter with some more gunners. I think the best thing to do is put them into here because it's elevated.
Also, no 2 units can occupy a single square unless specified by special rules. One other faction has a unit that can actually both operate independently in different squares and have both members of the unit inside one square, but that's an exception.
And the important thing for me is I have 2 turrets, but I don't deploy them yet.
The turrets are carried around by gunner squads, and they're still in their backpacks and like a little carrying suitcase. Okay, so I get to deploy next.
Yep. So
and
work away.
Okay, yep. I place my Awaken, which are fast, melee, aggressive unit. Okay.
I'm deployed.
You're deployed. Oh yes. So because I have more units, I get to deploy as well. I deploy my sleepers, which are comparatively slow, zombie-like soldiers. They are very inaccurate. They have low initiative values, but they're numerous, and they have some sweet special rules like protecting my HQ officer by shielding him from damage. But for that, they need to stick close to him. So I keep my last favorite monster in reserve
the
because
giant worm.
yes, I like keeping him in reserve, and I guess you know why I will do this. Because this guy has a special mode of deployment in the initial turn. It can rise up from below the ground and nom an enemy unit, except, and it's an important note, except solo models. So it will not be possible just to get out of ground and eat the leader at the first round, because the logic behind this is that basically the priest summons the worm from beneath the ground by sending him a psionic call, and the worm approaches the battlefield and attacks the enemy target, which emanates the most seismic vibration. In our case, it is, I believe,
one of the 2 big units.
Yes, tasty ones.
This is what makes me nervous because at the moment I have all 3 of my units in one grid. So I think because I have that first initial move, I'm going to be using that to sort of split the party a little bit.
But before, so now you have your free move, and then we will proceed with issuing orders and rolling for the weather once again.
Yes, so everybody
gets a regular move. So there are 2 move values with a slash, like for example 2/3.
Yeah.
That means a unit moves up to 2 squares for 1 move order, and up to 3 squares if it has 2 move orders. So go on.
So what I will do is, from where they are here, my constable's unit are just going to move the 1, because to try and go up the hill would cost me an extra movement point, yes? So they're just going to move there, and that's going to put them into a different grid, which is very important. Everybody else, however, I'm quite happy with where they are.
Okay.
Because they're on hilltops, they have great lines of sight. Now it's just a matter of me waiting for you to come and fight me.
Okay, but you didn't know that if my worm misses with this initial deployment, there will be a random scattering deployment, and in this case, he could eat the sheriff, right?
I'll risk it.
Okay, fine. So if you're
last words, I'll risk it.
So now we get to roll for the weather once again to see if something changed.
5.
And we have 6, and 6 actually is also clear. Well, it's really good weather
It's a
today.
lovely day for a battle.
It's like it's a great day to die, right? Like there was a very old cheat code for one of earlier Warcraft games. Like it's a good day to die. It gave you like something like additional resources or something.
Klingons?
No, it was from Warcraft. Really? Okay, doesn't matter. So before the first turn starts, the players form their activation decks. Basically, you form them on the principle that the first to activate is the one on the top. Your opponent doesn't know what will be activated first. So we already formed our activation decks.
Yes.
We place them like this, and we proceed to our first face-off. Basically,
Wait for a moment, because I have bounty.
And you have bounty, yeah, and then it will issue orders also.
So before the first turn, choose any enemy unit until the end of the battle or the sheriff's death. All militia units in his TG.
Tactical group.
May reroll 6s when performing hit tests on both ranged and melee against the enemy unit.
6s in this game is bad.
Yeah.
1s are good.
Yeah. So I think I'm actually going to pick your big unit of sleepers. Because there's a lot of guys to kill there.
Why not? And I'll place this black die just here, just to show that they are...
There's a bounty on their head.
Yeah, there's a bounty on their head.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we need to issue orders to our units. Orders are basically what makes them perform specific tasks that you want them to perform. And it's necessary to note that you have the maximum amount of orders corresponds to the highest command value in your army. In the beginning of the game, well, both characters are alive, it's 4. So we have 4 orders each. And there's no weather condition which could reduce this number. So we have our orders here. We can start placing them.
Yes. Now, there's a couple of things to remember. For the different suits, they're the types of orders. So do you want to quickly run everybody through what they are?
So there are generally 3 types of orders. The first is the easiest one. It corresponds to hearts, which is the move order. Basically, you give a move order to a unit if you want to move it to a particular location. Then clubs is the attack order. Also quite simple, you attack with this card. Then the diamonds order is the get ready order. It's a sort of technical order that allows you to either perform certain special actions, like to emerge from below the ground, like for the worm here. And it also allows your unit to either have a boost to initiative values, or to have a single time, 1 turn only boost to their accuracy or close combat by 1. So basically they can increase their aim values by 1 for the turn. So Get Ready has small, multiple types of uses. And Spade, I believe that's Spades, right? Spades is actually the lost action card. So when a unit gets suppressed, when it gets stunned, it gets the lost action cards, basically limiting the freedom of choice you have for this unit, possibly even removing one of useful orders to be supplemented with a lost action card. So we have some orders left, right?
Yes, and we have an order pool of 4. Each unit takes a maximum of 2 orders, yeah?
Exactly, but the thing about our characters is that if a character is solo, if he goes alone, he's free to perform any 2 actions that you desire. You're free to choose. They are completely individual. They're the most skilled commanders of the battlefield, so they are free to move as you decide. If they're accompanied by an HQ squad, like special squad that follows them around, they have 1 action of your choice, but the second must be made with an order. So basically, as long as the model is a solo model, it both has a slight protection from shooting. So enemy models shooting it suffer -1 because it's a solo model. And in the same time, it has the most freedom of movement and actions. It has 2 actions. So orders are placed, we're ready to begin.
So let's see who's going first. So I have my constable.
And I have the dragon. So you go
1
first.
plays 7. So I get to go first.
The player who wins the initiative face-off, who has the higher initiative, can choose either to go first or can force his opponent to go first. So basically, you can choose whether you wish me to deploy first, or you plan to make the first move.
I think I will make the first move here. So I'm going to activate my constable's unit, who's here, and what I've done is, so I've given them a move order and an attack order, just in case you had done something sneaky.
Okay.
So they've got their movement value of 2, so they'll go up the hill. Because that does cost them 2, yes?
Yeah, because that's elevation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could have given them a second movement order, but that would have only increased their movement by 1, which wouldn't have been enough to get up the next elevation, which is 2.
But at the same time, if during the next turn you plan to go higher, it will only need 2 move orders because they're now on +1. They need to get to +2.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's with the second one?
The second one was an attack order, but I don't think there's anything in range. So having a look at the constable, range of the weapons is 5. So I think everything of yours is way too far away.
Yep. At the moment.
So it's wasted. But I thought
you can deploy the turret anyway.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Because the turret needs to be deployed by do this. To do this, the unit needs to have two of its guys waste their actions, which should not be move actions, because a unit cannot be separated. It cannot be located simultaneously in different squares in the grid. So now there is an order which is which would have been wasted otherwise. But you're free to place your turret. So go on.
Thank you. So I will place my turret then. Now, important question. From where I'm at, I would like to actually place my turret on the higher elevation.
Okay.
Have you guys worked out how that works, or is it
actually, we had
testing?
we had a really good idea to make it more difficult to place at a higher elevation because it actually needs people just to push up the box there. So you need 3 guys to push it to elevation +1.
Okay.
So not 2 but 3.
Thankfully, no one's shooting at the minute, so use 3, hump it up there.
Okay, enjoy it. So the turret will be activated next time.
Yes, and so I'll pop it just down here,
Okay.
which is quite nice.
Okay, and I'm doing my favorite underground nom-nomming.
Oh dear.
So I have the get ready order on the worm, which allows him to emerge.
Where would you like to emerge?
Well, of course, below your largest unit with a sharpshooter, because
here?
there's a sniper there. I don't like snipers; they kill
Yes.
my guys. So I roll a die on a roll of 1, 2, or 3. That's the worm's command. He appears directly below the unit and tries to nom it.
Okay.
So
A 1.
So I arrive, yep, and now I roll 2d3 to determine the amount of attacks the worm gets.
Okay.
And I get 2 + 2, I get 4 attacks, which is rather good with the worm. Now the worm makes his 2 hit rolls,
Okay.
and since it's a large melee monster, he needs 1 to 5 to actually score a hit. And can you give me some?
Oh, yeah. Grab as many dice as you need, sir.
Yeah, So all 4 dice are in.
Yeah.
And what happens now? Basically, you have 4 hits landed on your unit.
Yes.
And you need to. Well, let's see whether you have any dodge left. There are 2 saving throws in the game. The first is a dodge save, and the second is an armor save.
So they have an agility of 2.
Agility of 2, but since there is a variable rate of attack of the worm, and there are a lot of attacks. Basically, in this game, when somebody shoots you with the machine guns, there are so many bullets flying around, you can't dodge this. So, for example, if a unit is hit by a single shot, powerful weapon, there's a good chance that they may be able to dodge it. But if the same unit is sprayed with an SMG or with a light machine gun, there is a higher possibility that bullets will hit it.
Yes.
So in this case, there are no dodge saves for the guys because the variable attacks of the worm were 2d3, meaning the results combine, and we have 4. So the agility is reduced by 3. Basically, rate of fire reduces agility by the by the number of rate of fire -1. So rate of fire 1 weapon doesn't reduce agility. Rate of fire 2 weapon reduces it by 1 point. In our case, it was 4. It reduces by 3. They have 3, so now they have 0.
Yeah.
And now they proceed to make their armor saves, which are toughness saves.
So toughness.
Do they have any toughness upgrades?
They have 2, and so for the sharpshooter unit, I actually give them Reaper munitions with integrated optics.
So they don't have any toughness upgrades, right?
No, so it's the actual constable's unit which has the upgraded toughness. I thought with them running off on their own, you might go after them, just thinking, oh, they're running away. They're sort of out on their own. I'll eat them.
Okay, so in this case, you'll need to have 4 saving throws,
Yes.
taking a penalty to their toughness because the tentacles have a piercing value of 1. So you need to have
6s, or sorry,
ones. 6s in this. Yeah, so 4 ones, and they are, well, the tax is wasted.
Yeah. 4 dead.
4 dead. Yep.
Ow. That hurt. So
Good first move for me.
This is my sniper.
Yep.
So I will make sure not to remove her, but I will take 4 gunners.
And you need to test for panic right now.
Oof.
But since you have the HQ squad with you, you basically have 2 quite powerful things going on here. First, you get an increase of command values because militia likes to stay together. So there are 2 units here. They both get +1 command value, meaning the squad already has 4, I believe.
Command
Command is 2. It has now 3, and they get a reroll because there is the sheriff standing there.
Okay.
So you roll. You
one
need to
die?
get 1, 2, or 3,
and I get a 6.
and you get a reroll.
Hooray! A 3.
Yeah, and they stay. So the worm gets back under the ground. Nothing happens. He stays under the ground. He nom-nommed some militia guys, and he stays there for the remainder of the turn.
I should have brought seismic charges.
Okay, so we continue, I guess.
Yep. So your worm has gone. So yes. So now it's back to initiative. Oh, your priest.
Yep, he's initiative 10.
Yeah. I have my sharpshooter.
So initiative 6.
Oh, he's kiting out the squares.
Yeah, I'm counting the squares because that's the easiest way to actually try to to determine how to go here. Because they're in +1, there is nowhere I can hide. I can only hide behind this wall here, behind the hill. If I do almost any type of movement, basically I'm exposing myself for a shot. And the problem here is that this cover is all located below +1, so I won't get actually any cover from that, because he's shooting from the hill over small debris. And if I move priest here, basically I will give him 3 shots from my sniper, which I would not like to move actually, because that's a rather bad idea. So actually I'm pretty messed up.
From where you are, you could move to here?
Yes, but this I won't get any cover. You're standing in +1, and everything is either -1 or plain. Or I actually am standing with my bare back in the open.
All right, I thought you were standing in cover. You were like hiding amongst trees and stuff.
Yes, I'm actually haven't thought that you were. I forgot that you were standing on a small elevation over there. Okay, I'll be moving.
That's why I tried to get everybody onto some kind of elevation for the shooting forces.
No, I have an idea here, which should be good, because I have my sleepers here. They should protect him with a meat shield option.
Okay.
So I actually move here, and that's all. I just stop here. They're protecting him with their meat shield special rule, and basically I have some chances to survive if you decide to shoot the hell out of me. So, okay, that's it for the priest.
Well, it does come to my sharpshooter now.
Okay.
Now, her mag rifle has a range of 2 to 6. Unfortunately, I think you may be way out of range. So,
Is it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I actually could have moved
So
farther.
you're completely safe on that back row there.
Okay, so...
However, I did put 2 attack orders onto these guys. And so I will use that to deploy the other turret.
Yep, go on.
Because I may as well do that before the worm munches them and actually stops them from deploying.
Okay.
So from where they are, I think the best place to deploy the turret... Now this is on the same level here to here.
And you can do it without any additional people doing it. And actually you need 2 gunners to deploy it. And
I just have 2 left. That was lucky.
Okay, good.
Yep, and that's all they will do. Yep, back to initiative. So I will use my sheriff next.
Yep, feel free to go. Or you can make me go first, I don't know.
I actually will make you go first this time.
Really?
Yes,
okay,
because
so...
if you have those guys walking forward now, you might be able to get some attacks in. Because
he's still standing on the same +1 hill.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll get them regeneration, because they have controlled mutation, meaning that I can control what tentacles grow out of their body parts, in my case. So I just go forward, because I hope that I'm protected by my regeneration values. Okay.
All right, well, the sheriff will then go, just checking his range.
Also, during regular games, you don't announce the results of your mutation rolls or of your upgrades, because the idea is that your opponent doesn't know what you're taking before the first time you declare this. So actually, should these guys had enhanced armor saves, I would not have known about this before my opponent declared this after my attack. So as of now, we're playing it open, so you know how the game is operated. But during your games, you will have more scope of possibilities to surprise your enemy in the worst way possible.
All right, well, the sheriff has a range of 6 here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's out of range.
Nope, yeah, I checked that.
I could move him.
And make a shot.
But then I'm moving off the hill. And I don't really want to move off the hill and out of cover.
Okay.
So he will just stand there using harsh language.
Okay, that's insulting. Enough by itself.
I am now out of activation, so it's down to your last one.
Yep, and I have my sleepers here.
Yes.
They need to roll for mutations. Let's see what they roll and how they roll. Because the sleepers get to they don't get to choose their mutations. They need to roll for them, and they get a 3. I guess the 3. Okay, they get +1 toughness, which is good for the sleepers, because they're not the smartest ones, but now they're tougher, and that's really good. And I have 2 move orders for them, allowing them to move up to 3 points, and actually just move them all the way here.
Staying out of range.
And at the same time protecting my priest should something happen.
Good call.
Okay. So that's all for me?
Yep, that's all for me. back to rolling for weather.
Yep. In this case, we don't have anything to do in the end phase because there are no lasting effects, no cooldown.
There's 2.
And 3, 5. And we have heavy frequencies, and our order pools are reduced by 1. And this time, the weather already starts playing tricks on us, meaning that we all have reduced action capacity, which is quite good.
Now, one thing I have to do now is actually add in my turret card into my activation pool because I now have turrets.
Yep.
So, this could be interesting.
And wonder what I would pick. Because now you need to start thinking, because you have your units either activating under what they seem, what they think to be the best way to do, and which would not actually correspond to what you think they should do. And that's why you need to carefully consider your orders when you issue them. So while I'm not able to get the full capacity out of my units, I still give them orders just to make sure that they do what I want them to do. So we now reshuffle our activation cards. If you prefer to change the order of activation, I don't. I'm fine with that.
I am switching up my order of activation. And one thing I'm being careful to do is, whenever I'm laying my stuff out here, I'm making sure the cards that I'm wanting to
are close to the unit to which
are touching that unit and only that unit, just to keep it nice and clear for myself.
Okay.
Okay, so initiative?
Yep. Sleepers. Yep, so do you have any orders on your turrets?
No.
No, do you have any abilities that allow them to act independently?
I do. So they have Bastion, and they have custom firmware.
So basically it allows them to create cover for neighboring units, just by virtue of this permanent passive ability. And at the same time it allows them to automatically, to make a single automatic attack per turret for enemy units in its range of sight and line of sight, but I guess everything's out of range so far?
It's all 6, so they won't... Basically, I'm doing that, trying to force you to activate and move towards me.
Okay. So do you wish to move first, or do you pass the move to me?
I will allow you to go first, because you may move into my range.
Okay, and I have a single movement for the sleepers. And actually, should I roll for another mutation so that they start dying, but they gain a better movement? No. I'll just move them over here. I just move them over here, and that's all. Okay. They're just left here. I guess that's out of your gun's range?
It is.
Okay, so that's all for the sleepers.
So if I count out from my turret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually.
6, 7, actually, because only the first diagonal move is 1, the second is 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you don't get it. I mean, you don't get to fire with them.
Now I see how that works. Okay.
But it's very easy to count the distance using this system. It's really is. So.
You're going with your priest. That's fine. I'm going with my sheriff.
You go first.
Okay. Let's see. Sheriff, range 6. They're way out of range. He'll just stand there screaming harsh language.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So harsh language again.
Harsh language.
He uses so much harsh language, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a rootin' tootin' space cowboy. So your priest then?
My priest is just standing here out of range of your guns and doing actually nothing. However, he has a range of 6, right?
Yes.
He'll reach me. Okay, so he's standing here. I'm not doing anything with him. And my next activation is sleepers.
That's no sleepers. That is...
that's awaken. Sorry, that's the... Yeah, pardon.
So for me, it's the sniper.
Okay, so you were deploying... I was deploying first.
Yes.
I was deploying first, so...
no, I was deploying first.
You were deploying first, so you are activating first.
Okay. So from where I am, let's see.
Or you can ask me to...
3, 4, 5, 6... Nothing in range, really. So, again, harsh language.
But you can make me move first if you wish.
Yes, I will make you move first.
Because you technically win the role of the face-off in this situation. Okay, so they have yet another move order, because basically otherwise they would behave according to their independent action chart, which I don't want to happen. And I have them move to here. They just charge along because, well, why not? Okay,
well, that's actually quite good for me because now it brings them into range of my sniper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And actually to range of your gunners as well.
Yes. So I did give them an attack order.
Okay.
Now, because we were down to 3, I only gave them the 1. So, sharpshooter.
Like a little note on this, specialists in units can attack different targets. So if there is a sniper in the unit can shoot at one target, sniper can shoot at another target. If there's a grenade launcher, nobody forces you to fire grenade launcher into light infantry. That would be completely logical. If there's like a tank or a monster two squares away. So the sniper, for example, can shoot a different target, but since she doesn't have any different targets, she was likely to shoot the same one.
Yep, so she gets 1 die, and her aim is 4. And none of my other abilities really affect.
Doesn't she have +1 aim?
Non-specialist.
Yeah, the upgrade goes only to the gunners, right?
Non-specialists. However, whenever that goes on to the gunners,
they get +1 aim.
yeah, they'll be on 4s as well.
Okay.
I'll do this first, so it's 4 or less. It hits.
She hits. And now I need to see whether I survive the shot. So I have
a piercing of 3.
Piercing of 3, but rate of fire 2. So, rate of fire 1.
Yes.
So I get to save my guys via dodging in 1 or 2.
Yes.
And actually I don't manage to dodge. And now I need to piercing of 3.
Yeah.
So actually I need to roll 1 or 2 to even be able to survive.
Keep 1.
Should I re-roll this? Because it was technical.
No, it's fine.
It's fine. I mean, it's dead.
No, you're right.
I can re-roll it. Okay.
Okay, so I do have the rest of the unit.
Doesn't matter. I'm saved. I roll good in this game. I roll bad in other games, but here in this game. Okay,
this is why you designed it this way. Okay, so now I have to move to the gunner. So I have 2 gunners left, and they have 2 weapon profiles. The only one that's in range is the rapid fire variant, so I'll get 2 shots for each of them, but no piercing.
Okay, so 4 shots, and each actually hitting on 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
So now you actually have your humble gunners, which hit 2 out of 3 times, which is quite good. Actually, on a weak level, to say the truth. 3 shots are there.
3 hits.
Actually, my guys will need to roll 1s to even dodge this. And they don't.
No dodges.
So I have 3 shots with piercing 1, and then
piercing 0.
No piercing 0, right?
Because it's a multiple shot.
Yeah, it's a multiple shot. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 to actually survive, and on 6s I'm dead.
Super tough.
They're super tough, but once again, they are supposed to be an assault unit.
Yeah.
So
and
they survive. Yeah. Okay. Lucky me.
Yeah.
So what happens now?
Well, that's done, and we're on to our next. Yes.
Yep.
So
sorry.
I'll flip my next card. That is going to be the constable.
Okay, you're first, or I'm first, whatever you decide.
Let's after you.
Okay, so I have a move order on my dragon because I don't want to keep hitting a unit with 3 guys. I want to hit something juicier.
Yeah,
and I move these guys. I move this guy.
To a new quadrant. Yeah.
Yep. So technically, he's now standing here. I just place him here to show it what grid he is. So he's now there. He isn't able to do anything. He's just running circles below the ground, making scary sounds, and just generally being a nuisance. But he doesn't eat anything yet. But in any case, this unit is severely crippled right now. I was very lucky with my deployment because the worm could have erupted at any other place around them. There was a 50% chance that it would do. It could get to a completely different square, be completely useless, and then eat a whole bunch of highly armor-piercing rounds to the face and die. So that's the random and simultaneously tough nature of the game that I like.
Although let's actually remove the miniature because I don't want to sit there thinking, oh wait, I can shoot him because he's on the square now.
You can't.
He is still under the ground.
Okay. Okay. So what I actually can do, I can just place his card here.
Yes.
Just like this.
Good shout. All right, so I've got 2 orders on the constable's unit. And for them, I have a move order and an attack order. So I'll use my move order first, and I'm just going to have them move diagonally through to here, which keeps them on the hill in that nice defensive bonus. And, if I don't knock people over. And from there, they then have an attack order. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6. Nope, they don't reach anything so far.
They're still out of range, but they're getting closer.
They're getting closer, and okay, fun. So I guess that's the end of the turn.
For activations this time.
And still have -1 order. You remember this, right?
Well, new turn, so we have to roll for the weather.
Yep, but it is quite likely to stay the same unless we'll roll different weather.
1.
And 1. We have 2. So it's Iron Storm. Iron Storm is my favorite.
Is this good or bad?
Order pools are reduced by 50%. So we have 2 orders per tactical group. That's good. Okay, so now we have 2 orders maximum, which
Yeah.
is really fun. Now we have 2 orders. Oh my god, I don't like
This
it.
is what I will do.
I really don't like it. Okay. What? And
Like that.
okay, got it. Ready when you are.
Yep. Okay. So draw.
Yep. So this is the 3rd turn, I believe.
Yes.
Yep.
The
Okay,
game
so
runs 5 turns. Yeah.
5 turns, yes.
So
After
I've
that,
got
we
my
need.
sharpshooter.
So you want me to go first? You want to go first yourself?
No, I will go first.
Okay. I'm sorry. Just
So the sharpshooter's unit is getting 2 attack orders.
okay. Go on.
So
Shooting
from,
who?
From where they are, they're just going to shoot your awoken here.
Do it.
So sharpshooter first.
Okay. Two shots, I guess. So
Two shots.
he
I'll
makes
roll
2
them.
shots. Shoot 2 shots. Rerolling 2 hits.
Yeah. So needing 4.
Yep.
So for the first shot, hits.
Hits.
Second shot's on a new order. So do I wait for rolling it?
You can shoot simultaneously. It doesn't matter. If you plan to attack the same unit with both orders, you can roll them simultaneously.
Okay. Second
If you
shot.
prefer to bucket of dice,
It's a miss, but I get to
it's a
reroll?
reroll exactly. And it's a miss. Okay.
But
okay.
you can't reroll a reroll. Or
You
can I
can't
spend one
reroll
of
a
my-
single reroll. No,
Nah.
not with the additional reroll.
Oh well, 1 hits.
Okay, so once
you can
again,
dodge.
I can dodge on 1/2, which I don't do, and I can save
83.
myself at 1/2 because they're toughness 5. So 1/2, and I get an awaken, catch a bullet at the face, and just
Yep.
okay.
We then have the other 2 guys. So if you can pass me 5 more dice, because they will
Enjoy.
be firing rapid fire.
So gets 8 dice,
Yes.
all hitting on 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Go on.
Let's see what we get.
7 are there.
Yes.
7 are there. I need to have 7 ones to even dodge, which I won't believe will happen actually, because these guys are terrible at dodging.
Go for it.
These guys are terrible at dodging.
So no dodges.
No dodges. 7 hits to the face.
Yep.
And now let's see if they get any 6s. Everything is saved.
Really?
Yep. No 6s. But imagine if that was 24 shots.
Yeah.
So this unit would have just been removed from the game.
It would have just been. Yeah.
So you see that actually these guys throw a lot of dice.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of me being very lucky. Because
Yeah.
usually, statistically, that would have been 1 more dead awaken.
Yeah. Although now your worm gets to activate.
Yep.
And actually
And
have a
I
bit of
do,
a luck to bring us here.
you know what I do. I do what I always do with the worm. I attack the large meaty unit.
Yes. A 1.
And I get my luck again.
You're on target.
Yep.
2d3. Oh my
I get
god.
6 attacks. Yep. 6 attacks. I love my 6
Yeah.
attacks.
I assume cover doesn't work for this.
Nope. Cover doesn't work in melee. And I get 1, 2, 3, 5 attacks in.
All right, 5 dice, please.
Yep.
So no dodging.
No
and
dodging.
It's on 1s.
They have toughness increased. You mentioned they have armor plates.
Yes, they do.
So 1, 2.
1, 2. Come on, guys, don't die. 1 survives.
1 survived. Okay, so 4 dead
4
bodies and the morale test.
Oof. All right, I'll take 4 people. Make sure it's
And
not
your
the
other
constable.
3 guys. First, you use the constable's morale, which is 3,
Yes.
and it means you roll 3 dice for the guys. You roll 3 dice.
Okay.
That's the panic test. Roll 3 of them.
Okay.
So you fail because 2 failed, 1 win. Now you can re-roll
I will
2 of these
spend-
dice because I have spare re-rolls. You have 4 of them.
Yeah.
You can roll 2 if you like, just to keep staying.
I will.
Okay,
So
so
that'll take
just-
me down to 2 rerolls.
Okay, so and they're staying in place.
Yeah, because only 1 failed. Yeah.
Yep. So
Okay.
now you're fine with that.
Yes.
Let's go again. I'm very lucky with the dragon, really.
Yeah.
In my games, I actually I almost never get him to appear when I want. Okay, so my awakener next.
No, my sheriff 9.
I mean, you want to shoot first. You don't want me to go first, right?
I'll let your awaken go.
Okay.
Let's see. Are you going to mutate?
No, because I have only 2 models. I'm afraid of them getting bursting from too much mutation. So it's a move order,
Yeah.
and since I have nothing else to do, I just run forward because otherwise I'll be dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my sheriff will activate. You're now well within his range.
Okay.
Uh,
Has aim 4, I believe.
He has aim of 4.
Okay.
And he will go for his 2 shots with 1 piercing.
Okay, so he makes 4 attacks, basically. Yes. Okay.
So 4s I need.
Uh-huh. All 4 are there.
All 4 hit.
Actually, I need 1s to dodge. Can you give me 1 die?
Here you go, sir.
So 1 die.
2 dodges?
2 dodges.
My God.
I throw really good here.
Yeah.
And other 2 are in, and I need 1, 2, 3, 4 to survive.
You survive?
I survive. I roll good dice.
No, you see, here's the thing. It's what I said to every new guest. As soon as you're on camera, the laws of mathematical probability, gone. I don't know. It's gone. Nope. Don't network.
Really?
Yeah.
I love these guys today.
Yeah.
Usually they're dead by that time. I mean, usually almost everything is dead by that time.
Yeah. Okay. So
next. I have, what's next? Sleepers. Turrets. Okay, so what would you want to do? After you. So now my sleepers don't have an order. I need to roll on the independent action chart.
Yes.
So now I want to see if they have anything in line of sight. They have them in line of sight. Yes. I can draw a line here to them. Yes. That means there's enemy in line of sight. So I roll a die. I receive a 3. That means they move to or attack the nearest enemy in line of sight. They have these guys in line of sight, and they have these guys in line of sight.
Yes.
So let's see if they have... Oh, actually, they might... They actually don't have them in line of sight. They're standing behind one, and if we go like this, they actually don't see them. Okay. So they only see these guys.
Yes.
And actually, they need to get a full move to them, and they end up here.
Aha.
Okay.
Come closer, my pets.
But the thing is that now my priest is out of his meat shield protection, which I don't like. But he's still way
out of range.
Yes, that's the fact. Yes, and also remember they have bounties on their heads.
Yes.
Okay, so for me that's all. Turrets, yeah, what do they do?
So this turret will shoot the nearest enemy. Mm-hmm. So from where it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
So these are in range.
These are in range.
The other turret over here is 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, 1, 2, the 4 line of sight. You don't multiply this, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean,
I think
distance. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you want to use them.
Out of range. So I only have 1 turret firing.
Sure. Fire them.
So it shoots 1 die, 0 pierce, but it's non-lethal, stun, push.
And it has a very interesting mechanic. Let's see how it goes.
So it's aim of 4.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you hit the Waken.
I did.
You hit them. So now they move backwards 1 square, essentially losing them a little bit of advance. And what's important, they hit right into cover. They don't get actually any dodge saves. Well, still thinking about giving the dodge saves, but actually it's hard to dodge when you're hitting yourself against a wood or a rock or other people. So I guess it just get hit with piercing 1 because it's half cover. In case they were hit against elevation +2, if they were hit against full cover, each of them would have received a piercing 2 hit. So now I need to roll 1, 2, 3, or 4 to survive. And they survive.
Crazy.
Okay, so I'm really good with the dice today. Okay, so that's all for me.
Yeah, that's all for me as well. So,
and I have my
constable for me.
And priest for me.
Yes.
And I just want to get a little bit closer here.
Staying in range.
And I wonder if I have 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Actually, why not?
Okay.
Yep, meat shield.
Okay. So my constable still has to go. So from where he is, let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think they're out of range of the constable.
Constable has the same gun as the other guys in the squad.
Yeah, 5.
So out of range. Okay. So
we're done.
We're done.
Another turn. Weather.
Regeneration.
Okay.
On 1, 2, I get to bring the guy back.
Oh, really?
Nah, he's dead for good. Okay, weather.
6 and
6. Wow, red mist.
We went to the other way.
Oh, the sheriff gets a red mist. Okay, units within environmental danger squares lose their order cards and will only perform independent actions this turn. These units also gain +D3 initiative and may perform additional melee attacks this turn. So these guys are actually, you only have your character here. He's not influenced by this. And I have my awaken here, which don't get to
the others.
and the other. Oh crap!
Yeah, both your units have been affected.
And they don't have any order. I can put any orders on them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, too bad. Okay, fun.
Okay, so now
Actually, I believe we rolled for the weather a little bit too late because we were first supposed to. We're rolling for the weather after placing orders. No, before placing orders. Yeah, because we may be able to reduce orders. So we are now I can't place orders on these guys. I basically. So I place all my orders on the worm. That's good for me. I'm fine with that. I'm completely fine with that because otherwise, I'll just do as much pain as possible with the worm. Here, because otherwise I just don't have anything else to do with the orders. And they're wasted. You see how good I'm at this game? I mean, I'm throwing dice like a god. Like, well, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You see, this is the thing. I always find it interesting whenever a game actually turns the thing on its head, where it's not you're trying to roll high, but you're trying to roll low.
Okay, so what happens now?
So I have my 4 orders down. And
Okay.
I have my stuff in the order I
Got
want
it.
them. So, what do we get?
Priest.
Turret.
Okay, now let's have fun.
So, would you like to go first or second?
I think I will go. I think I actually go first.
Okay.
I just want to think of a way I could spoil your fun. Okay, I'll go first. So the first thing I will do, I will actually try to manifest a psychic power for the
Okay,
priest.
psychogenics will come up.
Yep, it's actually having the priest make enemies within range 4 test for panic.
Oh.
And for within range 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually all these guys are maybe prone to panic.
Yeah.
So I first need to manifest the power. I roll command.
4.
And I manifested actually, so I'm rolling good today. So, panic tests.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll start with the sheriff.
Okay.
Just 1 dice.
1 dice.
And it's on his command.
Command 4. Yep.
Yep.
And
so-
he gets a reroll because he is an inspiring leader.
Awesome.
Yep.
So, don't run.
Run.
Don't run.
Don't
Good
run.
boy.
Yep. Other guys, 3 die.
Yep.
3 dice. And they have a command of 2. Okay, so we
Six,
get a
six,
reroll.
five.
You get a reroll because of the
sheriff. Yeah.
sheriff, exactly. Awesome. They turn tail. Do you have any orders on them?
Yes, 2.
Okay, so if you have 2 orders, you can either use 1 order to reroll the test. This is actually exclusive situations when a reroll is possible. Or you could take both orders, use one of them to increase the command value for 1d3 and the reroll. So basically you can have a reroll on 3 to 5 command.
Yes.
So what do you choose?
So I will spend 1 order card to up the command.
Okay.
The other one to reroll.
So
the
make
reroll.
a d3 roll to see what command they will be rolling.
Okay, so d3 roll for the command. +3.
+3, so they're no rolling on 5. They
fine.
stay. Yep. But this means that actually they don't have any orders, but they can use their independent action charts.
Yes.
So if they have enemies in sight, they can actually try to shoot someone.
Yes.
And my priest still has another action left on him.
Yes.
And I guess I'll just try to blast your sheriff with some psionic forces because he has a ranged attack.
Okay, what's the range?
Range 4.
Okay, in range.
And he misses. So that's all for that.
Okay, so it's my turret.
It's your turret, yeah. Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6.
6.
Here
So
we
I'll shoot them.
Okay, good.
And on the other side,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Out. Fair enough. So just 1 turret shooting, needing a 4. Hits.
Yep.
So they're knocked back.
And once again into cover.
Yes.
Needing 1, 2, 3, 4 to survive.
Yep, they make it.
Yep.
That's.
I'm too lucky today. I know that when we change sides, I will lose immediately. So and I won't be so lucky with my rolls. So okay, what's next?
Next unit.
Next unit.
I do like having this little dashboard here. It keeps things really clean. So my sheriff.
So sheriff and my dragon. Yeah. So you want me to move first? You want to move first yourself?
I'll let you go first.
Okay. So I try to num these 3 remaining guys.
Yes.
Using the emerging order.
Uh-huh.
If I roll 1, 2, or 3 again,
Yeah,
it'll just be my luckiest day, and I need just to go and buy a lottery
Use one
ticket.
of my dice that have been rolling high.
Okay, okay. Okay.
That'll be a 6.
I won't be buying lottery tickets today. So I need to roll on scatter, basically to see what goes on.
And so it will scatter
into anything possible. It can scatter into just in a different place. It can hit the turret as well. Okay, sure. So I get a 3. 1, 3 is an undershot or an overshot test, meaning I can arrive below the guys or into the turret itself. And I get a 6. 6 is an overshot.
Okay.
So I arrive beneath the turret.
Okay.
And since the turret is... What toughness is the turret?
Oh, the turret's toughness is 5.
So I get to even get a lot of attacks, or I get to attack it with my maw, which has a lot of piercing, and I believe it has an armor busting possibilities, but it doesn't have any... So
because you've actually landed on a unit, do you stay underground?
Yes. I stay underground, but to emerge, the square needs to be empty, and basically the square right now is not empty. So I need to...
basically it's overshot and find something else to chew on.
Exactly. That's a good thing, because otherwise I could have arrived from another place and just, that's it.
Yeah, my guys turn around and go...
So let's see if I actually do something. Okay, I just make a single attack.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your die. I need that 6 just to make sure that they're cursed.
No. Yeah.
I hit, and you're hit with a piercing 4 attack.
Okay. So 1, 2 to save myself.
1, 2.
No,
minus 4. 1.
No. So
that doesn't have any agility.
Yes. Probably not. It's a turret.
Probably not. Okay.
So it's just on a 1, the turret.
Yep.
A 2. No good.
A 2. Okay.
I'll spend a reroll.
So now we get to roll the.
No. I'm spending a reroll.
You're spending a reroll. Okay.
Might as well. Nope.
Might as well. Nope. Okay, so it's 6. So now I get to see how many, because it's an armor busting. You have several structure points. I can damage 1, but leave the other intact, and just the worm goes back.
2.
3 structure damage points. It's off the board.
Both.
And the worm goes back over here.
So does he emerge because he killed it?
Yep.
Okay.
And he stays. And he actually stays here. So that's it for the guy.
Okay. Well, what's going to happen right now is the sheriff is activating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He will shoot it.
The worm.
Yes.
Okay. Why not?
Because the worm is scary and it's got big movement to it.
Proceed.
How many structure points does it have?
It has 4.
Okay.
You can just start to blast its head off. I mean, with some lucky hits, it's 2 hits and it's dead.
Yeah. I'm just wondering what's better. Yeah, I'll shoot the worm. I will shoot it.
And actually, since the gunners are not in contact with the worm, they're not engaged in melee. They can also shoot point blank. Yeah. But next turn I'll eat them. So I mean, I can eat people when I'm emerged. I just can't move when I'm emerged.
Well, the sheriff will shoot for 1 shot with piercing 3.
Come on, yeah, sure, why not?
Needing a 4. No.
Do you have any rerolls?
I have 1 left. I'll use it. Yes.
Yes.
It hits.
Okay. So
1 shot, piercing 3. You have dodge of anything?
No, of course not. It's 0. It's just standing like waving on the spot. So it's what was the
3?
3. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, basically.
Nope.
Okay, and now you roll 2 dice. 2 dice.
2 dice.
Yep.
Okay. 5 and a 3?
It's 5 and a 3. So the lower one determines the place. Okay, so you, in the same time, you lowered his capacity to hit with his maw, meaning he will be unlikely to land any heavy attacks. And you damaged one of his neurological centers. So another lucky hit, he's dead.
Okay.
So 1 damaged, another slot of neurological links remains.
And he could go. Okay. Next then.
And he has -1 command. Okay, so...
Regard. Sniper.
Yep, awaken.
I'll let the awaken go first.
And actually, what's lucky for me, you push them outside the hazardous terrain area.
But they're still acting instinctively because you didn't get to put orders on them.
Yep. So you go first, or I go first?
You go first.
I go first. Okay.
Because I'm hoping they'll.
And I don't have an order because they screwed up.
2, 3, 4,
okay. enemy's line of sight. Enemy line of sight, I get 5. So I just rush forward as a crazy person. That's it.
So my snipers... blast. I didn't put any... Oh no, I had to use theirs. So my sniper is now going.
No, I mean, you didn't place any orders on them.
No, I had to use the orders to keep them there.
Yeah, but they have an independent action chart.
Yes, so enemy in line of sight, I need to roll. On a 4. If enemy is within range 3, move away from the nearest enemy, otherwise attack the nearest enemy.
1 to 3.
1, 2, 3.
They move.
I have to move away.
Yep.
So from where they are,
Yep.
I'll move back 1.
Yep,
That's
why not?
all they will
do you know that if they move backward, they're blocked by the hill and they cannot shoot?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, you could have moved differently to the side and have some chance to attack.
Oh, actually, so you're saying I didn't have to move directly away, I could have moved this way?
Yes, because it doesn't say directly away in the card, or no,
okay.
It says move.
Then if it's okay, I would go here.
Yep.
Thank you.
And actually, you can even move a little bit in the back and just join the turret over there, still being able to shoot the guys. Not just a suggestion, because from there you will be farther from them. And you'll have a clear line of sight, but that's your choice.
It'll be okay.
Okay, so next guys are the sleepers.
And for myself is the constable.
Yep.
So
feel free.
Constable will go second. So
Okay.
after your sleepers.
Okay. It's 6. And they get a lost action card because they're just zombies standing around waving their hands, and that's it.
Okay. So constable will now activate. And what I give him, 2 attacks into the worm. So,
okay, so actually you do understand that if they attack now, if they don't move, they'll get nom next turn, right?
if I don't kill it.
If you don't kill it. But you need to kill it.
But I've put 2 attack orders on, so I kind of have to go with that.
Okay, sure.
So, what I gave them was the Reaper munitions and the integrated optics, was it?
Yep.
Or no, that's what the sniper unit had. So these guys actually have the blast pack.
Which is piercing 1. But it hits automatically. So you don't have you have an automatic chance to hit it, which is good.
Yeah, I think...
But it prevents the other guy from shooting.
No, I'm just going to have all of my guys shoot.
Okay, what profile? The piercing 1, obviously.
Yes, so Constable with the piercing profile is...
So they have piercing 2 each one, right?
Yes.
So that's 3 shots,
Constable gets 2 shots. Because
But
it's
he
2
gets-
orders.
Yeah, sure.
So he needs force.
He needs 3. Do they have... No, they don't have... his aim is 4?
Constable?
Aim 4, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go on.
So force, 2 hits.
2 hits.
The
And
other guys-
there's armor piercing 2, right?
Yes. And
I can roll I'll roll
the other guys as well.
Uh-huh.
Gunners needing 3s. 2 more hits.
2 more hits. Each one was piercing 2. So now I just need to roll piercing 2, so this brings me to toughness 3, so I need to roll 1, 2, or 3. And 3 are in, and basically, it's just dead.
Oh, right, yeah, because it'll just do the 4 points there.
Yeah, I mean, because we could start moving around with the... So because you can see these guys carry, but they're just 2 lowly gunners who just shut the crap out of it in a single turn.
Ah, what's that? Ah!
Actually, it's cool. That's the fastest way this guy got killed.
Yeah?
Really. It got chopped by halberds, it got killed by cats, it never got killed by 2 gunners, which were just with like these balls of steel just shooting point blank with armor-piercing munition, like, die! No, that's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm out of heavy hitters.
Yes.
And we're on to turn...
But this is good for me because that thing's probably worth points. That's
we don't have points.
But it's what we kill is what...
1 victory point, generally.
Oh, right. So that big guy is just worth 1?
Yes.
Okay.
But the thing is that you eliminated a huge threat. So now you could... Well, let's see how it goes.
Weather?
Weather.
So
we have 5.
Low
It's
free.
-1 order, which is quite good. We have 3 orders still, which is good. But I need to remove this order from the guy in order to properly use them. So I use 1 order to remove the lost action card.
And so you have 2?
So I have 2 orders left.
Yes.
And I just need to do at least something with my awaken. Okay, so that's all for me.
Okay, ready? Flip.
Ready?
Sniper.
Awaken.
Sniper will go first.
Yep.
With 2 cards on them, which are both attack cards.
Okay.
So Sniper for 2 shots. Needing force.
Needing force with rerolls.
Yes.
Which profile? Oh, well, he has 1. Okay.
Yes.
Also, the adaptability of gunners is represented by their variable shooting mode.
So 2 hits from the Sniper.
2 hits there. Okay, with piercing 3.
Yes.
Ooh, so I need 1, 2. I need 2 1s because I can dodge.
No.
No, I can't dodge. And now I need 1 or 2s to actually survive. And
one survives,
is
one dies.
1 survives, 1 dies. There's just 1 guy standing in the open.
Yep. And then I have 2 gunners to shoot.
With what profile?
The multi-shot.
Multi-shot. So that's 8 attacks.
Yes.
Into 1 guy.
So 2 more dice, please.
Yep. Actually, I'm beginning to have a feeling that I won't win this game. Because as you see, tables are getting turned quite quickly.
Well, the biggest hitter you had was that worm, and now that it's gone, I'm feeling a little more confident.
Actually, the
You do
biggest
have a
threat
full unit
is
of those. Really? These?
On the tabletop, they cause the most damage. Because the worm never appeared when I wanted it, really. It's this game is...
1 hit.
1 hit. You're serious, right?
Yes.
Don't they have integrated optics?
Yes, they do. So it's force.
So it's 4s.
Yes.
So it's actually 3 hits.
Yes. And
hits,
if I was
they
smart,
burn-
I would have used the special ammunition.
But you didn't.
I did not.
You mean the piercing ammunition? Or what?
Yes, the Reaper ammunition.
On them.
Yes, I could have done, but oh well.
Okay, should we give you an
No, it's
opportunity?
fine.
No,
It's fine.
okay, so I have 3 needing 1s
Yes.
to actually do, not needing 1s because their agility is 2. So actually I need
3
3
hits from
1s
yeah.
to dodge anything.
No.
Nope. And now I need 3 any 6 and he's dead.
Yeah. No, he's fine.
Stays. Yep. Okay. So I have some hope for him.
Tough.
Yep.
He now gets to activate. What would you like to do?
Activate, and I get 2
Double
move
move.
orders. I get 4 move points with this guy, and since he's going to die anyway, I choose another mutation. Getting him.
So now that this is your second mutation, there's a chance that
It will
turn
die.
into good.
Exactly. I get a mutation which gains him +1 piercing, bringing him to more piercing possibilities. So he now gets to move his 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll just now tell you how melee is engaged. So now I roll to see whether he suffers from mutations right after it's applied. So nothing happens. He stays in the game. If that was a 6, he would have just bursted on the spot and he would have been dead.
Bubbling goo.
Yep. So melee is initiated either by spending an attack order, or if the unit has move, by when approaching the unit from backsides, from below, or from above, if the unit has movement points left, he basically just rams into the target engaging melee. So now in our case, the melee is engaged. And should we start the melee right now?
Yes. So we go off of initiative.
Simultaneously, because it's 6 + 6, and
yes.
we just exchange our hits.
Okay. So each of mine will get 1 attack.
And I need to determine how many attacks the Awaken gets. In our case, 3. 1 to 3.
Yeah.
So I get 2 attacks.
On 1, 2 for 3.
My attacks hit on 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. So 1, 2, none.
None, and I hit with the 1.
Okay.
Okay, which is good. So I have. I'm reducing your agility.
Yep.
By 1.
On a 1.
So you have agility 3.
2.
So agility 2.
Yes.
So only 2. So you're. Don't they have agility 3 by any chance?
Sharpshooter 2, gunners, agility 3.
Agility 3. Yeah.
Yes.
So you get to
1, 2.
Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you save.
Nope.
So now you have.
Toughness 2.
It's 1 piercing on the attack.
So on a 1.
So on 1. Yeah.
No.
Nope. And now the unit tests for panic because they have a special rule which allows them to shred enemies into so small, nice bits that it forces panic attacks on the remaining guys.
5 and a 4.
Nope. Lost. So
Sheriff?
you get a reroll, right? And
Yep.
don't forget that you
Sheriff.
have an increased command because of the sheriff. So you get a reroll on this.
They're fine.
Okay. So they missed him. There's melee going on there.
Yes.
And my remaining is the priest. So the priest is likely to try to do something to your sheriff. He does twice. The psychic hits on him, needing 1, 2, 3, 4 to hit.
I forgot to flip my one.
And he hits with both.
Yep.
And now the fun things begin. He needs to roll for the quantity of hits. He gets 3. They don't allow dodge, and they ignore cover, because that's psionic. So you now have 3 hits in the face, which you save with your command values.
So command of 4.
Plus 1 command for all tests, because another militia unit is there.
So 5.
So on 5 you save, and you have 4 hits on you. Oh, 4 hits on you.
4 hits? Okay.
Or 3 hits.
3 hits?
I believe 3 hits.
Okay.
So each 6 you're dead.
There's a 6.
Do you have rerolls?
I have none left for the army. So
You're dead. Ah.
Poof. Good night.
Yep. So now...
That's my leader dead.
And there's no bounty anymore. I know, I believe the bounty stays.
No, until he dies.
Until he dies, yeah. So there's no bounty anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so that helped me a little bit. So what do we do now?
Very, very meat grinder.
Yep, so now we have my sleepers who need to activate independently.
Yeah. Well, actually, I still have to activate my turret.
Yeah, sure. Go on.
So my turret would have been before your sleepers were revealed. So it'll shoot the nearest target, which is your awoken.
And I believe that it is forced to shoot even though it is melee.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll shoot there on 1 die.
On one, no, first you need to score a hit. So you roll a die.
Yes.
Yeah, so on 1, 2, 3, 4 you hit. You
3 hits.
And now you roll a die. On 1, 2, 3 you hit the awaken, and on 4, 5, 6 you hit your own guys.
Yep. 5.
Okay, so you basically hit your guys, they remain staying, and they have 1 contacting hit by hitting the awaken, just like jumping into him. So you need to roll 1 hit with piercing 1, basically bringing them to 1. So you need 1.
So 1 or 1 dies?
1 and 1 dies.
Nope, 1 dies.
Yep.
And is that another test?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, actually I believe that is another test.
Yeah, because it's 50%.
50%. Okay, so
for her, the sharpshooters to stand on a 2.
She stands. Wow, she's a brave little girl.
Very brave.
So let's see what's with my sleepers. The sleepers have a 5. They just moved near.
Activating beside the sleepers though is my sheriff.
Ah, yeah.
So,
sorry. I'm just.
Oh, but the sheriff's dead.
Sheriff's dead. So
you shot the sheriff.
Yeah. Oh, fun. So now you get to. Ah, yeah. You now have more units than I do.
I had until you killed the sheriff. Now we're even.
Yep. Okay.
But we haven't reset this to the sheriff.
So now it's your card, and we'll see who activates last, right?
Well, no. I flipped the sheriff. Okay. How does this happen? So during the turn, the sheriff hasn't activated. He has died. I've then flipped his card.
You just move the card and flip the next card. Basically, you just move the whole.
His card goes away.
Yep, and you open the next one.
And the next one, which is.
Yep, sure, constable. Feel free to do anything, or wait for me.
No, after you.
Okay, so I need to move to the nearest target, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get to choose, and I want to. Go there.
Okay.
Just closer to your guys. Because the only option I have left is to try and kill them off. Okay.
Quite frankly, I think you may have this in the bag, because I have like 4 people left on the tabletop. You still have your commander.
And the sniper is likely to die.
Okay, so Constable gets to go with his guys. They have a satchel charge. They only have 1 card on them. And that card is an attack order.
So I guess you don't have the range, right?
Not for the satchel charge.
But they can shoot anyway.
I can shoot, yeah.
Okay, proceed.
So I will shoot them. So Constable on 1 order. He'll use his rapid fire for 2. And he hits on force. Misses with both. The other 2 guys also rapid firing, needing 3s. They are the tough ones, not the optic ones. So 2 hits.
Okay, 2 hits there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have. We don't have any dodge saves. They're zombies, but they're tougher zombies because they had a good mutation. So no piercing, right?
No, because I used rapid fire.
Rapid fire, okay. And that's that zombie right there. Okay.
I can live with one of these being dead. 1 less to worry about fighting. They now get to, or no, they activate.
They activate.
Mine is activated.
Yep.
So we tidy up. Okay, that'll be turn.
So I don't have my worm, and I love my worm. Okay.
This is turn 6.
It's turn 6 already.
Yes.
So we need to roll. If we have an odd number, the game ends. If we have an even number, the game continues.
Okay. Good.
Reroll. Game continues for one more turn. The maximum possible number is 7. So at the end of turn 6. So now weather.
Yes, weather.
6.
Red mist.
Red mist. Okay, that's fun. So I guess nobody's
affected.
So it doesn't matter. It's actually this one keeps on the place because the red mist is a weather effect, not a conditions effect. No, not communication conditions. Still -1 order.
Fair enough.
So what we have here is, you know what will happen,
Can I
right?
freely move from close combat, or would you get a free
Strikes
attack?
opportunity.
Huh? You would get a free attack up?
If you were engaged.
Well,
so I need to
you
engage
have
her
me
first.
engaged here.
Yeah. If she moves, she's dead, most likely. Well, unless I screw up on my
And can
attacks.
I shoot when I'm in close combat? Just point
Not
blank?
unless the weapon has a profile of M to certain range. Like Sheriff has some pistols which he can use in melee.
Yeah.
But she
Although
doesn't. She can.
She has a hand weapon.
Yeah, she can. Of course, she can continue.
Yeah, so it's just punching you.
Yep.
I'll put 2 here, and I'll put 1 here. Oh, actually, yes. Okay, so initiative.
Okay.
She gets to go first.
Sure.
She will attempt to punch you in the face.
Sure. Why not?
once. So she will get 1 die and try and hit you.
Okay.
On a 5 will not do it.
Okay. And I actually, at this point, there are counterattack possibilities. I can activate this guy out of activation by using a counterattack option. In this case, later on, he will not be able to do anything, but this allows him to make yet additional attack in melee, meaning that he gets to make 2 attacks.
Okay.
So in our case, he gets to make 2d3 attacks,
Okay.
giving him 1, 2, 3 attacks,
Okay.
hitting on 2s,
1 more. You get 3 attacks.
and I also roll for mutation. Maybe he'll just get bursted by it. No, he's okay. So I get I get actually.
You have 3 attacks.
And
2
I rolled
land.
on 2. No, 1 lands. I mean, that was a mutation roll. I forgot to roll
I see.
because he was activated
Okay.
out of activation.
Okay, sorry.
So 2 attacks. So do I get to roll 3rd attack?
You have 3 attacks.
Yeah. Okay. So nope. 1 attack is there.
Okay.
It's
Ones.
2. No, it's -3 agility. So you don't have agility.
Yeah.
So it's 1.
Yeah. So just a 1. Nope. She's
Nope.
dead.
She's dead.
Oof.
And he gets to do this.
Oh, he advances.
Yep.
Okay. We're back to
Sleepers.
your sleepers.
Uh huh.
So what would they like to do from where they are?
I'm afraid they're going to do a lot of movement. 1, 2, and I forgot that they're on a hill that they won't be able to engage them. Okay, that's fun. So they're just standing below your guys, waving their halberds and just moaning.
Hills are good.
Yep, hills are good because they require guys to run up, and I forgot that their hill requires this. So these guys are in the open. This guy's in the open. You can shoot this guy. These can shoot these guys,
So,
and you have grenade pack. Oh crap!
Initiative. So constable's next.
Okay, no, priest is next.
Priest going first.
And actually, I have an option to do something with your guys.
Okay.
Or not. No, I don't. Because I don't see them. Fun. Fun times. Actually, if I stay here, I will be able to see you. So I use this one. And it's 1, 2, 3. And I don't get it actually to do anything, so I just stay there.
So constable.
Constable, yep.
2 grenade packs.
1 grenade pack. It's a special ability. It has a cooldown.
So
but anyway, the unit uses it instead of shooting their weapons.
Yes, for one of their activations. Yeah?
Yep. But the second one can still shoot.
Yeah. So grenade pack first.
Grenade pack first. So what does? Could you remind me what it does?
Okay. So blast pack. Choose a unit within range 2. All models in this unit suffer a piercing 1 hit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Can you give me 1 die?
Yes. I'll just grab one of these.
And actually, I believe it doesn't say area of effect, so they still get their sleepers. Their agility 1 saves, meaning I need 1 to even dodge some shrapnel. I'm not good at dodging shrapnel, and since I have piercing 1, I need 1, 2, 3s to survive because they have enhanced
Well, you got your toughness bonus.
Yep. Yep. That's why I need 1 to 3.
Yep. And oh my god,
2 guys are dead. Yep.
Okay.
Without the mutation, there would have been actually 1 more dead guy, I believe. Okay.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of people there, so I think my unit's going to rapid fire.
Okay.
So 2 dice, please. So constable, needing 4s. 2 hits.
2 hits.
And then 4 dice for the rest of the unit.
That's the armor piercing or just the...
This is just a rapid fire.
Okay.
Which is why I'm getting the increased volley.
Okay.
So here's hoping on 3s.
5 there.
3, 5.
Okay.
I can live with that.
But they will only die on 5/6 because they have increased toughness.
1 dice. 2 dice.
Yep, 2 die.
That's absolutely fine with me.
That's fine, but they don't get to test panic because this guy's still alive.
Yes,
Okay.
but I'm milling them down.
But the thing is that you need to think about something because otherwise next turn they will engage you.
Yeah.
So my priest already did nothing of value. Next turn is my awaken.
And turret.
And turret, my awaken has actually no orders on him. Because his order was attack and he already used it.
Yep.
So let's see what's his independent action chart will tell us.
Okay.
It's a 1. It's moved to attack the nearest enemy in line of sight, meaning he attacks the turret, and he needs to roll for mutations first. He remains intact, which is good. And actually, maybe I should get just yet another mutation effect, just for the fun of it. Because really, why not? Let's go all in.
Yeah.
So I get another close quarter combat, and I roll the dice. The die, it remains intact. It engages your turret. So what happens now? I engage the turret.
You attack the turret.
I attack the turret.
The turret has no melee.
It has no melee. I shoot with 1 to 3. I get 1 attack, which is fun. I hit on 1, 2, 3, 5. I hit on 3. And -1.
Okay. So toughness 5, so 4.
Yep.
A 1. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, as far as I remember, we had a special thing about turrets being vehicles not being able to be actively engaged, so it could shoot. But just I'll clarify this out. So at the moment,
how would you like to play it for this game?
I think I'll actually allow you to point blank shot this guy.
Okay.
Just for the fun of it, because it's really getting close to the end. It's anyways fifth.
So 1 shot on a 4.
1 shot on a 4.
No.
They keep fighting. Okay. So it's not. It's the end of turn 5. Once again,
turn 6.
Turn 6. So let's option for next turn.
Yeah.
Even number. We stay.
Well, there's a 4. There's a 3.
And the game finishes.
End of game.
So you lost 1. You lost 2. 2 units.
Yes,
I lost
2 full units.
I lost 1 unit.
Yes.
So it makes me the
Victory.
winner. Yep.
Congratulations.
But actually, it's a very tough one.
Yeah,
still.
this was really, really closely fought. Tell you what, everybody, get your comments in below. How do you think that fight went? It's very brutal from what I'm seeing. You know, stuff dying left, right, and center. I'm really interested to see what the other races are going to do. But get those comments in. Myself and Pavel will move on. We'll see you in the next one.
We hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now, and be sure to check out beastsofwar.com for the latest gaming news and gaming Let's Plays. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.